Best day, class! I am Tutor Zy, and today we are going to discuss argumentative speech and how are we going to construct it. But first, let's have a drill. We are going to identify which type of speech suits the given topic the best. Number 1. Approving death penalty. You are correct. This topic is an argumentative topic. Number 2. How to fly a kite. If your answer is demonstrative, then good job. Number 3. Authorizing same-sex marriage. Great job! The answer is argumentative. Have you ever persuaded, debated, or demonstrated something to someone? To properly do this, we have different kinds of speeches. It can be a persuasive speech, an argumentative speech, demonstrative speech, or even an entertaining speech. However, today we will focus more on an argumentative speech. But what is an argumentative speech? An argumentative speech tries to change the reader's mind by convincing the reader to agree with the writer's point of view. So, how can we deliver an argumentative speech? First, you should gather ideas. Ask yourself, what are the most relevant topics that you can share to other people? After that, research information about the topic that you chose. Now, you can make an outline of the speech. An argumentative speech consists of the introduction, the 2 to 3 body paragraphs, and the conclusion. In constructing your introduction, it should have the following: the hook, the definition or background, and the thesis statement. The hook can be in the form of trivia, rhetorical question, or an anecdote. While in the definition or background, you can input the dictionary definition or the present context of your topic. The last content in introduction is a thesis statement. It must have your stand and your 3 supporting details. Next is the body. It should consist of your 3 reasons, and each of your reasons must have the stating opposing idea, the evidence, and a conclusion which is based on your insights. The last part of an argumentative speech is a conclusion, which consists of the relevance of your topic in our society, the review of your overall speech, and a call to act. With that, we can formulate the overall speech. You might ask me, Tutor Zy, how can I deliver my speech properly? These are my helpful tips in public speaking. Are your checklists ready? First, arrange your speech in a logical manner. You must know where to begin and how to end your speech. Rehearse and practice. Like what they always say, practice makes perfect. Use a timer to pace your speaking. Get to know the stage or environment where the speech will take place. Wear comfortable clothes while maintaining a professional impression. You should also create visual aids that complement the speech, whether they be humorous, serious, or technical. Maintain eye contact at all times because it establishes connection with your audience. Avoid making needless motions. Correct your posture and use right body gestures. This way, you will look confident. In terms of voice and delivery, we have voice modulation or control. Establish audible volume, not too soft nor too annoyingly loud. My number 1 tip in this one is that look at the person at the very back of the room and psychologically think that you are delivering it to them. That way, they will hear what you are saying. Next, we have the intonation. It should match the tone or emotion conveyed in your speech. That can establish connection. How we articulate and pronounce our speech can affect our performance on stage. Speak clearly and pronounce your words properly to avoid mumbling or stammering. Speed or tempo is also important. Speak at the appropriate pace, not too fast, but not too slowly. Usually at conversational pace. As we deliver our speech, it is good to pause between ideas. Well-placed pause for audience to digest what you are saying to sound more confident, in control, and understandable. Lastly, filler words such as you know, and like diminish your credibility and cause disruption. If you follow all of these tips, you will not only sound confident, but you will also look like one. With the use of argumentative speech, we can portray and express our opinions and perspective to other people. It can balance our society, and in this way, we'll know which way is better. As our video is approaching its end, let's have an exercise. Identify the following. Number 1. Which part of the speech can we see the hook? You're correct. It's the introduction. Number 2. Which part of the speech can we see the opposing idea? You're right. We can find it in the body. Our last question is, the conclusion consists of blank, blank, and blank. What are those? You're learning. Those are the relevance, the review, and the call to act. If you answer all of those questions, then great job! Now, let's summarize our discussion. An argumentative speech tries to change the reader's or viewer's mind by convincing the reader or viewer to agree with the writer's or speaker's point of view. You can outline the speech by having its 3 parts: the introduction, the body, and the conclusion. I hope you learned throughout our discussion. Again, I am Tutor Zy, and this is TOL. Let's always remember that in learning, you only have 2 choices. Yes or yes.